Today on PlayStation News, lots of new PlayStation games coming soon, yet another Bloodborne rumor, Sony increasing PlayStation prices in Japan, DualSense Edge now works on PC, and more. Let's get to it. Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper Games. My name is Joseph and this is PlayStation News, where we talk about the top PlayStation and gaming stories for the day. Hoping you are doing great. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get into our first story right away. So Nintendo held a Nintendo Direct yesterday, including an indie showcase, and there was a lot of multi-platform games announced, so we're gonna cover and do a recap of everything that was announced yesterday, and it's coming to PlayStation. So we start with Balatro. The roguelike card game is getting the Friends of Jimbo DLC, and it's already out for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So it adds several cosmetics and card backs from The Witcher, Vampire Survivors, Dave the Divers, and Among Us. So yeah, it's already out. Balatro has been doing really good since it came out, and I think they already released a previous DLC, and it seems they are supporting it with more, so great to see the support that the game is getting, and all the success for the developer. Next we have Power Wash Simulator, that also got a DLC announced, coming to all platforms, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch. So it's getting a new DLC based on Shrek, and it's a special pack that includes 5 new maps based on the different movies. They didn't have a release date. The good thing is that this game was on PlayStation Plus last December. So if you got it, maybe you can just get the DLC. So yeah. After that, there was also Tetris Forever. It's coming for all platforms. On PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So it's being made by Digital Eclipse, and it's sort of this Tetris history celebration. It comes with 15 playable titles across the history of Tetris, and it also includes this new mode called Tetris Time Warp, where you can play against 4 players, against 3 players, I mean, 4 players total. And the Tetra Minus start dropping, and they will be changing between the different art styles that have come and gone from the Tetris history. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. It also has like a documentary feature and a lot more stuff. So Tetris Forever coming soon. Next we have Niva, that's from Nomada Studios, the guy that did Gris, or Grease on Spanish. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. They have been showing this for a while now. I think it was also shown at the Game Awards last year. Is this game sort of like you control Alva, and she has a close connection with a wolf cub companion. So you have to go through a sort of a dying world, and the art style looks really cool. It finally got a release date, and it's coming out this October 15, again for PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So yeah. Next we have Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker. So Sabotage Studios announced that they were doing DLC for Sea of Stars last year, and it was sort of a DLC that was gonna tie with the Messenger or something like that. So now they have finally announced and shown Throes of the Watchmaker. It adds a new adventure where Valir and Sail travel to the world of Horloge. I hope that's how you pronounce it. It also adds new playable classes for both. A new character called Artie, some new areas, enemies, bosses, and puzzles. It will be out on spring 2025 for all the platforms that it's out now: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So following that up, we had the Plucky Squire. So the Magical 2D 3D adventure will be out this September 17 on digital for PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. But we finally have the announcement for the physical edition. Now the studio had teased that they were working on a physical edition, but it wouldn't be out by the time the game comes out this September 17. Now they have confirmed that these physical editions will be coming on February 21st, 2025. The standard one goes for $35, and the deluxe one, which is the one that you can see here in this picture, goes for $55, and it includes a 108-page softbound art book, the official soundtrack, and a collector's box. So all of that for $55. Now the physical edition is only gonna be out for PS5 and Switch. It's gonna be on all retailers. It's not exclusive to limited run games or anything like that. It appears that it's gonna be on all retailers, so you can check that out. February 21st for the Plucky Square physical edition if you don't want to go with the digital one. Again, it's also coming to PlayStation Plus game catalog for extra, deluxe, and premium users on September 17. After that, we had finally an announcement from Capcom for the Marvel vs. Capcom Arcade Collection for a release date. So this collection again includes X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and The Punisher. So it's coming on September 12th, and it will have also a physical edition on November 22nd. And everyone who pre-orders the physical edition gets a 32-page comic related to the whole story of the game. So yeah, September 12th for the digital edition on Marvel vs. Capcom Arcade Collection, and November 22 for the physical one. That was not the only collection from Capcom, because they also announced another fighting collection with Capcom Fighting Collection 2. And it's coming for PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC in 2025. And this one adds Capcom vs. SNK Millennium Fight 2000 Pro, Capcom vs. SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001, Capcom Fighting Evolution, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, Justice, Power Stone 2, and Plasma Sword Nightmare of Bilstein. So it also has all the enhancements that you would expect from a Capcom collection, training, online play for all the games. It has lots of customization options, quality of life improvements, and expanded language support, museum gallery, and a lot of stuff. So coming out in 2025, only for PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Again, it's not coming to Xbox for some reason, some sort of issue they have. Hopefully they can solve it at some point. So yeah, great to have Capcom releasing more of their classic fighting games, and hopefully they can release more of this. After that, we also have another collection, which was this time from Konami, and it's the Castlevania Dominus Collection, and it's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So they are bringing back the 3DS Castlevania classics, and that includes Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia, plus Haunted Castle Revisited, and it also includes like improvements, including quick save, rewind, an art gallery, and several stuff and other stuff. Since it's also like the DS versions, you can see that, well, they now put the lower screen to the side, so you have everything in one screen. And yeah, it's already out for all these platforms, and it's $25. So yeah, great from Konami to release another collection and another Castlevania collection. This is like the third one now. And next, there's more from Konami, and this time is the Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remasters, Gate of Ruin, and Dune Unification. It's coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC on March 6, 2025. So the digital pre-orders are now live on PlayStation Store, and the physical edition pre-orders are starting today on August 28. So it brings both Suikoden 1 and 2 with like different enhancements, like it has new pixel sprites, environmental art, new effects. It has new character drawings, sound improvements for field and battle. You can also do the different fights at a faster speed. It also has like a dialogue log, auto battle, and a lot more stuff. So yeah, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remasters coming on March 6, 2025 for all platforms. There was also from Bandai Namco, we have Tales of Grace SF, remaster of the 2010 PS3 game. And it's coming with like improvements and different extras, including DLC that was released back then, and also new localized scenes that were only in the Japanese version of the game, and it's now in English for the first time. So this remaster will be out on January 17, 2025. Again, all platforms, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Next, there was also another remaster. There was a lot of remasters and collections on this Nintendo Direct and Indie World Showcase. This time for Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition. So Team 17 is celebrating the 25th anniversary of this release, and it's coming on September 26, and for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch. No PC for this release. And it has several enhancements like you would expect from a re-release. So quality of life improvements, enhanced HD graphics, redesigned UI, optimized controller support. It also has some bonus features like interviews with the creators and all of that. And the games have cross-gen online multiplayer, so cross-gen, not cross-platform, so only PS4 and PS5, Xbox One and Xbox Series, and I don't know, Nintendo Switch all alone, I guess. So yeah, Worms Armageddon on September 26. Next was Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC from Square Enix. And this time they showed like different features that are gonna be added into the game. So there's a new Monster Wrangler vocation. There are new ways to customize your character appearances. It has also like auto saves. You can customize the battle speed. It has auto battles as well, modernized UI, quality of life improvements, and all of that. And it comes out this November 14. Again, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. After that, well, Lego Horizon Adventures was in like a small section of the Direct. So it's coming to PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It didn't have a release date, and it showed like the same the same trailer that we already seen, like no new footage out of that. But turns out that before the Direct, it seems like Sony updated the website for the game, and they leaked the release date themselves. So they listed that you can join Aloy and friends in a lush wilderness on a quest to save the world, available November 14 on PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. So yeah, they likely pushed this early. I don't think it was meant to go before the Direct. Maybe we'll hear the release date later this week. Or there's also like the rumor state of play that it's gonna happen in September. I think they don't have to wait until September to tell us that. Maybe we're gonna learn before the end of the week if they push this thing too early. I think they have corrected it now. It doesn't list November 14 anymore, but we should find out like very soon. So that was pretty much the top announcements from the Nintendo Direct that are coming to PS4 and PS5. There were other announcements that I'm listing here. So Disney Epic Mickey rebrushed the remaster. It has a demo out now. It's on every platform, including the PlayStation Store, and the game launches on September 24. So there was a new SpongeBob SquarePants game, this time for Patrick the Star, and it's launching on October 4. And there's also a new Atelier game called Atelier Yumia, and it's launching on early 2025. So all three games are coming for all platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. That's pretty much the main stuff from the Direct and the Indie World Showcase. It was I don't know, it was a meh Direct, like it was a bunch of third-party games thrown there, but we kind of know when Nintendo says that they are doing a partner showcase that it's gonna be kind of like that. Still, there was a lot of games announced for multi-platform and some stuff that it's coming to Switch only. So yeah, it's filling up the rest of the year, and we'll see what happens. If there's gonna be a PlayStation State of Play to add more stuff to like the rest of the year and the beginning of the next one. So let me know what you guys thought about the Nintendo Direct if you watched it, and what do you think about all the games that are coming to PlayStation out of that. And let's move to our next story that has to do with Yet another Bloodborne rumor. So we have had a lot of these rumors claiming that there's a remaster or a remake. The last one I think we heard was like there was going to be a remake planned for PS6 or something like that. So now the new rumor comes from Daniel RPK, who he usually leaks movies instead of games. I don't think he has a good track record leaking game stuff. So he posted on his Patreon page that he heard that there's a new Bloodborne project in development, but he doesn't know if it's like a sequel or a remaster. But the new Bloodborne game is in the works. So who knows, there's been like recent news about the PS4 emulator that's being worked for PC, and like the guys that are working on that are managing to get Bloodborne running on 60 FPS. I don't know if Sony really looks at that stuff unless they have plans to do something and they will ask these guys to stop doing that or something. Or that's the only way that will confirm if this is real and it's happening. But I don't know, I'm not sure if Sony understands that there's a demand for this game on both PS5 and PC. And I don't know, they have remastered almost every game and remade almost like every game that there's to remake, and they're doing like the Horizon Zero Dawn rumored remake as well. But the one thing that maybe could have some hope for people that are looking forward to a Bloodborne remake is that Sony's supposed to be working on a movie or something like that for this game. We have seen that usually when they have a movie in development, they have a remake or something to tie to that. We have had The Last of Us remakes and remaster with The Last of Us TV series. There's the Until Dawn remake now that there's the Until Dawn movie being filmed. So there's the Horizon Zero Dawn remake. Even though like the Netflix project has been put on hold. So yeah, we'll see. Will it be announced on the PlayStation State of Play, the rumored State of Play for September? I don't think so. We have heard this too many times. There could be a chance. It could be also like if they are showing the PS5 Pro, it could be also a great way to show like the new features, the enhancements, the PSSR with something like Bloodborne. But yeah, I don't like. Let's manage our expectations, and if it's there, we'll be surprised. Let's not get disappointed about this if it's not there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Bloodborne remaster, remake, or whatever. Do you think Sony is working on something like that? Would you want Sony to work on something like that? Let me know in the comments below. Next, we also have some information on Sony increasing PS5 prices in Japan. So this is the second price increase that the region is receiving since 2020, since the console came out in November 2020. So these new prices are taking effect on September 2nd. So the disc version is gonna cost 79,980 yen. That's 13,000 yen more than the previous price. And the PS5 digital is gonna cost 72,980 yen. That's for the disc version is about $550, and for the digital version is about $460. So they are both receiving 13,000 yen increase in price, and that's about $90 in price. So that means since the PS5 came out in November 2020, it has received almost $200 in price increase. So when the PS5 came out, it was $345 and $275 in dollars, and it's now almost $200 more. So the reason that Sony gave for this is their usual like recent challenging external environment, including the current fluctuation in the global economy situation and the impact that it will have in their business. Basically, the currency from the yen is weak right now, and they have to adjust. And they also mentioned at the beginning of the year that like price cuts for PS5 would be difficult to make because The components are not going down in price compared to like previous generations. Like, I don't think in any of the previous generations we were talking about a price increase on consoles, and it has happened for PS5 on all regions and Xbox as well. I think the only one that has not increased price is Nintendo with the Switch. So yeah, and even worse, that is the second one in the region. So according to, like, there was also information from Genki JPN that he was comparing how much the PS5 will cost now, and like compared to the Switch, is about buying like 2 Nintendo Switches, like the regular model, or like 3 Switch Lites and some accessories. That's like the huge gap difference between PS5 and Nintendo Switch. And this is gonna give even more control to Nintendo, that like they already control the market like really strong. They are like, the Nintendo Switch dominates every like hardware ranking every month, and most of the games that are in the best-selling ranking are from Switch. So this is gonna even widen that gap. And I don't know, it seems that this was also planned, because they announced the DualSense, the Astrobot DualSense, and it was with a new price. So the DualSense and all other accessories are also increasing in price. The DualSense will be up from around $65 to $68. It will move to $80 to $83. And also the PlayStation Portal that started at $205, something around that, it's gonna go up to around $240. So for now, the only region that they have these price increases is Japan. It seems that like there's no planned price increase for the other regions, hopefully. And I think the other regions have had like constant promotions and like smaller price cuts in like temporarily. It's nothing like they are not going to cut the price permanently. And this also puts some worries on what the price for the PS5 Pro will be. We were talking about it in the previous episode, and there was Jeff Grubb saying in a recent podcast that it could go around $599, or that Sony could try to see if they could get away with it and put it at $699. So yeah, I think this pretty much confirms that it's not gonna be that they are gonna lower the price of the current PS5 and put the new one they are not gonna put it at $499. It's gonna be either $599, or maybe they try to put it at $699 just because they can. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, it's really weird that we're talking about price increases after a console has been 4 years in the market. And here's hoping that it doesn't happen to the rest of the regions. And yeah, we'll see what's the price for PS5 Pro after all of this situation. So let me know what you think about all this situation in the comments below. And let's move into some quick fire stories. So Sony has announced that on Twitter they posted that PC gamers can unleash the full customizable power of the DualSense Edge controller directly on the computer. So with the PlayStation Accessories app, you can customize the controller settings and update its firmware directly from your Windows PC. So you can download this new app and you can update the firmware for the DualSense Edge and the normal DualSense. But the only one that you can get like the customization options and all of that is for the DualSense Edge. So yeah, this is a $200 controller, and it's great that you are able to use it in more places. So yeah, you can use it now on PC. And after that, we also have so we had news that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was coming to PS5 last week during Gamescom. So we still don't know the decision for Xbox of doing this. They have been porting games on PlayStation for a while. It seems like they are gonna go full third party in terms of like all their slate of games. Now there was an interview from Eurogamer with Machine Games, and this was with the creative director Axel Torvinius. I hope that is that I'm pronouncing it right, and Jess Anderson, who is the design director for Indiana Jones. So Machine Games is very happy about porting this game to PS5 and having more people play the game. So Torvinius said that from Machine Games' point of view, we are super thrilled and excited over the fact that we will be able to be on PlayStation next year as well. The more people that can play the game, who can see all the passion and love we have put into this project and all the hard work, the merrier. So again, they couldn't talk about the Xbox business decision to put Indiana Jones on PS5, but they said that they are very excited to have this release on PS5. And in regard to like the optimization and how the game is gonna run technically, they refer to that their ID Tech, that the engine that they are using for this game, that is the same that was used for the Wolfenstein games and all of that. It was already multi-platform, so it's not something that is gonna be a big hurdle for them to port this onto PS5. And yeah, like developers usually want to have their games on more places. It's usually the platform holders are the ones that keep them exclusive to, so that they could move hardware and all of that. So yeah, it seems like they are happy to work with PS5, and we'll see the results next spring 2025 when the game launches. So let me know if you guys are looking forward to Indiana Jones, and what do you think about the comments from Machine Games. With that, let's move into new releases. So out today we don't have much, but we have Gundam Breaker 4 is out for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch and PC. There's also Blood Hunting for PS5, Witch Spring R for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch. And Genshin Impact is getting update 5.0 called Flowers Resplendent on the Sun-Scorched Sojourn, I guess you say. And it's coming to everything, everywhere where Genshin Impact can be played, which is PS4, PS5, PC and mobile. And that's pretty much the stuff that is coming out today. And that's everything that I have for you today on PlayStation News. Let me know what you guys think about all of the stuff that we have talked about here today, including the full recap on the games that are coming to PlayStation from the recent Nintendo Direct. What do you think about the rumors for Bloodborne? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's happening? And what about the PS5 going up in price in Japan? And do you think it will happen in other regions? Hopefully not. What do you think about the DualSense Edge, that you're not able to use it on PC, and all the stuff that Machine Games said about porting Indiana Jones to PS5? Again, all the sources for these stories you can find in the description below. And if you enjoyed this, consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. It really helps a lot, and thank you guys for your support. So yeah, that's everything I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.